Welcome to another infographic instant with Brian Michael. In this series we'll be asking the question, where should the white shoe wealth management firms look to expand? This infographic is part of a larger paper that looks at how the international broker-dealers and private wealth management firms, how they can both attract wealth and attract potentially wealthy clients to increase their book of business. So in general, there's two views of how these broker-dealers should enter new markets. In the first view is that these wealth management firms should enter similar markets. So the large U.S. firms should enter European countries or East Asian countries that have a fair amount of wealth, and even preferably European countries where culture is still similar between the U.S. and Europe. The second view is that these wealth management firms should enter relatively different jurisdictions, Middle East, North Africa, Latin America, though the difference between America and Latin America is shrinking every day, and particularly Sub-Saharan Africa, given that these wealth management firms can bring something new, unique, and different both to the banking market and to the broader business environment. So let us turn our attention now to the infographic in order to decide, well, which of these two views of institutional entry are preferred for wealth managers. And if we look at the horizontal axis, we see the institutional quality of the bank's host country, and on the vertical axis we see the institutional quality of a bank's home country. So in theory, if the first view held, we would see a positive relationship between these data. If the second view held, we would see a negative relationship between these data. The data appear to be just a relatively amorphous glob of dots, and therefore we can conclude that there's no real relationship between the institutional quality of a bank's host country and home country. Now, this kind of leads into our own finding that it's not necessarily what the wealth management firm itself does, it is the rule of law in general, and it is the wealth manager's position or job in improving that rule of law that is determinant in helping a wealth management firm grow its book of business. And so with that, I hope you've enjoyed this infographic instant, and this is your host, Brian Michael.